Now then, with that out of the way, let's talk about main topic number 4. And this is an equal amount of stupid, although unlike the last topic, I think most of us will agree that that we are all in agreement that this is a stupid. So, here's the thing. We've canceled a lot of media in the past 4 days. Gone with the Wind. Well, Gone with the Wind is back, but, we pulled that for a brief time. We're removing episodes of 30 Rock and The Office. We're taking off British shows from the 80s. Apparently John Cleese is canceled. Want to know who else has been canceled, more or less? Golden Girls. Yeah, the Golden Girls. Like, we're seriously doing this one. Now, the whole series hasn't been pulled, so relax. However, there was an episode of the Golden Girls where they're going to like an interracial wedding or something like that. And they come out wearing mud. Like, how women go to like these pedicure places and they put like the mud on them. I don't get it. It's something women do. My wife has tried to explain it to me. I don't get it. And they walk out wearing the mud and they're seen and they say something like, we're not racist. This is mud. And, the joke being, please don't misunderstand this. This isn't what it looks like because we know it's bad. Well, Hulu has pulled that episode. And they've actually been rightfully criticized for pulling it because it's not blackface. And I'm actually surprised that, they've gotten a lot of flack for this because, we've been so overcorrecting this last week that I honestly thought that this was going to be praised. But a lot of people, including black activists, were like, this is not a big deal. Like, what are you talking about? So let's look at this article. After Hulu recently removed an episode of The Golden Girls from its platform, critics are calling the streaming giant's decision an overcorrection. The episode in question, originally aired on NBC in 1988, is titled Mixed Blessings. It revolves around Dorothy, played by Beatrice Arthur, being concerned that her son is marrying a considerably older woman, Lorraine, played by Rosalind Cash. Meanwhile, Lorraine's mother, played by Virginia Capers, is upset because Dorothy's son is white and her daughter is black. The controversial scene, which I don't think it's that controversial, people are complaining that the episode was pulled because of it, comes when two of Dorothy's friends, Rose, played by Betty White, and Blanche, played by Rue McClanahan, are trying out a mud face mask and meet Lorraine's family for the first time. This is mud on our faces. We're not really black, Rose says, per The Hollywood Reporter. Twitter users were quick to criticize Hulu's decision, with the most prevalent argument being that the characters weren't actually wearing blackface. As Raider Roxanne Gay explained, removing this episode is weird, counterproductive, and stupid. It diminishes the effort to actually end racism. It's just so dumb. And Erica Williams-Simone here says, first of all, they were in mud masks, not blackface. And second of all, in what world does Stop Killing Us sound like please remove episodes of Golden Girls? I didn't see that ask on anyone's protest sign. To be clear, I'm not attacking Hulu. I would just hate for the seriousness of this moment and movement to get lost in symbolic and sometimes silly overcorrections. Impact on real lives should be the measure of any change worthy of a PR push. And, Ravine, I'll read two more, but Ravine says, yeah, these companies and media platforms are trivializing the situation by sending the message that our demand for justice is as petty as removing episodes of The Golden Girls off a streaming platform. This is a calculated effort to cheapen our message. And Tori Griffin has said, black people didn't ask you to take down that Golden Girls episode. Mud facials and black people aren't synonymous. And by taking the episode down, you rob us of incredible black talent like Rosalind Cash and Virginia Capers. Interestingly, a very similar argument was made that when you take down Gone with the Wind, you remove Hattie McDaniel and Butterfly McQueen. So, anyway, this was silly. This was extremely silly. I've kind of avoided some of this talk. Like, I didn't feel like I was, well, maybe I was in a good position, but I didn't want to get into, like, the whole the actor stepping down from Cleveland Brown and other thing like that. But this was just so silly. This is so silly. I mean, it was clearly not blackface, and I mean, what's next? Are you gonna like start removing episodes where characters get like a tan and they're a little darker than usual? Like, is that gonna be considered offensive now? I don't know. Where does the insanity end? It's the Girls. But in all fairness, I don't watch that show. I've seen like maybe a couple dozen episodes. Who hasn't? But it's not something like I go way out of my way to watch. So anyway, I just think that's interesting, but I would like to know your thoughts on this. Like, do you think Hulu made the right decision to do this, or do you feel that they overcorrected themselves? I would love to know. I think most of us would be in agreement that this is silly, but you've got your thoughts. I want to hear them. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe, and as always, flame responsibly.